Oh, I'm calling 911.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I always do that.
What do you mean you always call 911?
I always call 911. I wake up at least once a week with an outgoing call to 911.
But how?
If you press the lock button 5 times, it calls 911. And
So why are we pressing it 5 times?
Because when I'm sleeping, my alarm's going off, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But the issue is, like, now they're probably like, oh, it's
the boy who cries wolf, and then when you actually need them, they're going to be nowhere to be found.
Which, with how out of breath I am after turning those cameras on, I see 911 in my future.
I stopped listening the second my ring caught on the sweater that I spent 19,000 hours making and almost ripped it in half.
Everybody, Samantha crocheted the sweater she's wearing today.
Have we talked about it? I only accept compliments. If there's any hate towards my sweater...
There won't be. No, it's iconic. It really is. And we went to get coffee before this. We were in the drive-thru, and the drive-thru worker was like, oh, I love your sweater. And all Sam said was, thank you.
What else am I going to say?
I literally leaned over.
You don't need to tell everybody that
I said, she crocheted it. She crocheted it herself.
But then that's just, it opens up a conversation. I don't conversate with people.
Yeah, you're a rude bitch. It's fine. Listen.
I wasn't a bitch. I said, yeah, I did. I made it.
No, you were really nice. You were humble.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you could stay humble as long as I'm around because I will do the talking for you.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
What's the song? Is it No, not Wiz Khalifa. Who was the guy I didn't know?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Is it his song? We'll bring it down. Stay humble. Get down. Stay humble.
No. Not even close.
Not even close. Okay.
Mm-mm. Samantha and I have some updates for you guys. We went to the canceled show yesterday.
We survived the canceled podcast tour yesterday.
We're going to get all into that. I asked everyone on Snapchat what they wanted us to talk about. Everyone said the canceled tour. So
we were more famous than them, so...
If you guys are audio listeners, make sure you leave a review. The 5-star reviews help so much more than you know. Mm-hmm. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment. You guys are killing.
Yeah, they did so good. I saw so many ham and cheese loaves.
They are killing the comment game.
I know.
I have some comments from last episode I would like to read. First of all, everyone was impressed by my Lil Wayne impression. Like, I love.
I now know what Lil Wayne sounds like. But I don't remember your impression.
I can't find it in the video, so I can't watch it back. So I don't know if it was actually good. But in the time...
It was so good, it can't be heard twice.
No, I don't know what it was. It just came out of me. And that happened also once with will.i.am.
Who?
will.i.am.
He's
from the Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I said here we go, satellite radio. From Boom Boom Pow.
Oh, okay. Boom Boom Pow!
But his entire spirit came out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
When I said it. It was crazy.
That was like me with Jennifer Coolidge. Mm-hmm. I cannot do a Jennifer Coolidge impression, but one TikTok, I started as Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know what it is. I think just when you're not thinking about it, but you're just really in the moment, you could really channel.
Are they passed away?
will.i.am?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I might start my rapping career soon. I don't know.
Could you
Not sure.
give us spit a freestyle bar quick?
Once there was a smell. It smelled real. No. Let me start over. Okay. Once there was a smell. It smelled real well. I put it in a bottle to see if I could sell. I showed all the kids, and all they did was yell. But once they smelt it, they all just fell.
They dropped dead. That was probably the worst thing ever.
I really thought you were going to be so impressed. I used a poem I wrote in 3rd grade. Well, my mom wrote it because she did all my projects for me. A lot of people said, what is a ham and cheese loaf sandwich?
Whoa.
And I'm confused.
Do people not know what ham and cheese loaf is?
But why are we adding loaf? Because we know what ham and cheese sandwiches are.
No, but it's called Okay. We're about to have the most educational lesson we've ever had on this podcast. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a brand called Oscar Mayer. Okay.
They're still thriving.
Oh, are they still thing? Well, they discontinued ham and cheese loaf.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess it's really not as complicated as I'm trying to make it seem, but ham and cheese loaf is quite literally just a ham and cheese loaf. We're going to insert a picture. Okay, and audio listeners, let me give you a brief little description, but I'm going to pull up a picture so I can describe what I'm looking at.
Is it just a ham and cheese sandwich? So yes.
It's more grotesque than that. This is what ham and cheese loaf looks like. Can you see that?
Samantha, ew.
No.
That's vile.
Okay, let me describe it to anyone that is listening to this but might not be looking at the image of the best food ever made on the screen right now. So this is a pale pigskin pink colored meat of some sort. I don't know how much of it's actual meat. But inside of this meat, it's a square, okay? There are tiny little cubes of some type of cheese product. I don't know that it actually says cheese, because it might just be cheese product.
You making this so much more intricate than it has to be.
No, but it is. No, but
pale pink. It's ham colored.
No, I would eat.
Did you just whistle at me?
Yes.
Okay.
I would eat this stuff by the container. I would peel it off. There's some pieces would have too many little dices of the cheese, so I'd flick them off. You'd have holes in it where the cheese used to be. Nothing tastes better than this. I cannot find it anywhere.
Well, thank God.
Oh, I can buy it from Food Service Direct for $88 a case.
That doesn't sound FDA approved. Is this like the dark web? Also, that's giving head cheese.
What?
That's giving head cheese.
What's that?
Head cheese is, okay, so I only know it because my mom said her dad used to make her eat it all the time and she would cry. Head cheese is all the scraps of all the cold cuts put together, like, and held together by clear gelatin.
Ew.
And then it's cut into slices. So it's literally, you hold it up and it's like a square piece of gelatin with all just chunks of different meats in it. That's vile, and so is that.
No, you can't, everyone I think would agree they'd eat my ham and cheese loaf before that.
Yes, I agree with that as well.
Yeah,
Are you close enough to the mic? Because I'm like eating it. It's down my throat.
Okay. Well, it doesn't need to be down your throat.
That's not funny. I'm 30. Listen, the bottom line here, everybody, is leave a comment. You guys have been killing the game with that.
You have.
I can't believe you guys.
That's where we started that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we got a chicka. You have to say it.
Sidetracked!
We are going to give you all of the juicy details about the canceled tour, but let's just, I have to start by saying that Drunk Andrew made an appearance for a second. I got separated from him, okay? And I walked back up to him. He's talking to somebody. Said something to me, which is outlandish. Maybe we'll talk about it later. But then he also said, like, as if I wasn't standing right there, like, telling this girl, like, oh, like, do you think I should say it like that? I just was going to call her out on the podcast tomorrow. You said you were going to call me out on the podcast for my wallpaper.
Oh.
Which just is getting delivered today.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Just got the notification.
I thought Sam was lying about the wallpaper order because mine came literal weeks ago.
Well, you also bought it directly from the website, and I tried to save like $100 and buy it on Wayfair.
Well, we see what happens there.
Yeah, don't buy stuff from Wayfair, apparently. Is that a good website?
The child is still making it, probably.
Oh, is that how the Wayfair is?
I don't think so. I think they had a scandal but it was not true.
It could be true. Like the lockers?
Listen, guys, never take anything we say on this podcast.
We've said that. I will say I have an apology. I have an apology. Well, I'm a human being. Give me some slack. I may have called out the wrong YouTuber. Well, here's the thing. They look the same. 2 episodes ago, Andrew brought up the influencer who like made her son pose for a thumbnail after their dog died. Well, I said it was Nicole Guerrero. It was most definitely not Nicole Guerrero.
Yeah, and here I am like, fuck you, Nicole.
Did you say that?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
But they look very similar. You can't tell me they're not like at least second cousins.
Listen, we're not the news. Don't listen.
It's my formal apology. I think we edited it. That word is so hard. I think we edited it out. How would you say that? Edited it. Mm-hmm. It out, so I hope it's not there, but if it is, Nicole Guerrero, you didn't do shit, okay?
Do you want to know a word I can't say? Manipulative. Yeah. I can't say that. Oh. And I'm not trying to be, like, I always, there's
That's a good comment. What word can you not say?
Yeah, and if you can say them all, just say that you can say them all.
Pretend to be a little bit dumber.
Or say cinnamon, because...
Who can say cinnamon?
Well, everyone can probably say it, except this girl. Growing up, she always like was trying to be quirky, and she was like, "Oh, I can't say cinnamon, and it always made me want to punch her in the face. I could say that, right? I'm gay. I mean, I would never punch a girl, but I would. If a girl hit my mom, I would punch her.
Do you think you'd ever sleep with a girl? One in particular, or?
I would 100% go straight for Brooke. I really think I would.
I saw his whole identity flash before his eyes, and like passenger seat of the car. Like he was genuinely questioning whether or not he was straight now.
Because she makes me feel the type of way I've never felt about a girl.
Good to finish that sentence and not just leave it at.
Oh yeah, no, about like I'm confused. I'm questioning.
Okay.
She really makes me confused. But no, I question it. The socks.
The socks are bad today. Want to know why? They've been reused since yesterday. And when I put them on yesterday, they were already dirty.
It just shows that you're very boots on the ground.
Exactly.
Very boots on the ground for the podcast.
Yes, I hit the ground running. Mm-hmm. And I just never stopped because I became a track star. I don't know.
Sidetracked star.
I did walk 3.5 miles this morning. Let's just put that out there.
In those socks.
Yeah.
Walk a mile in these socks.
Walk
and it
a
shows.
mile in these dirty socks.
Okay, no, Brooke, I really do think, I want to say I would fuck her.
We did come to that conclusion in the car.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want to say I wouldn't, but then I'm like, I think I just wouldn't because it's like a self-confidence thing. Like, I feel like I couldn't provide.
Performance anxiety.
I would want to fuck her and then like I would get on all fours and like put my ass toward her and be like, and then it would just be.
But she would be into it.
But I really, truly, in the bottom of my heart, whatever. Forget it.
I'm ready to hear it.
No, it's fine.
I'm ready to hear it. Open ears. Look, I'm being open and everything. Here you go.
No, it's gonna open up a whole can of worms.
Open the worms then.
I truly
It's time to go fishing.
do not think I'm a bottom. It just so happens that my boyfriend is 6'4".
You've said that literally since we first met.
Yeah, but not on the
it's not the
podcast.
first thing you said to me, but
Yeah. I think I'm like the middle.
you think you're okay.
Verse is the term.
Yeah. I was gonna try and sound smart because you told me before. I'm like, sound educated. Well, it's like switchfoot.
Switchfoot?
Yeah, is that a good term for it too?
Just verse it's like less tongue.
What?
I couldn't think of the word for syllables. It's something that has been eating away at me. I don't think it'll get me canceled. I don't care if it does. JoJo Siwa.
Oh, yeah.
She is coming out with a song, and I think she released a clip of it.
Well, I need to hear it. What happened to Boomerang? I mean this in whatever the nicest way I can say it is. I've seen the TikTok she posted for singing in the car.
Oh my God.
If you played that, I wouldn't be like, that's JoJo Siwa. That has to have autotune on it.
What do you think? That's acoustic? Absolutely
Well, like
not.
you could have reverb and stuff on without autotune.
No, literally, that was Siri.
Okay.
in my opinion, allegedly. Listen. Okay, my thing is, would I ever turn that on? No, but
It didn't sound that bad.
everyone is shitting on it, right?
Oh,
Saying
really?
like, oh my God, this slaps on me. It's so bad. But like, my thing is,
That would be on the radio for sure.
yeah, my thing is, why are we shitting so hard on this song when Mrs. Dylan Mulvaney released that monstrosity?
It is pretty Dylan can sing.
Yeah, okay. Dylan is, I think she's like Broadway trained,
Yeah.
classically trained. Like
She's got pipes.
Yes, and then she released that song.
I know.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It is. Aside from like the message behind it and everything, even putting that part aside, it's just not like the lyrics. Like,
Okay.
even like I don't know. It's just not it for me. And she did say that she was trying to go for like girls just want to have fun vibes.
Emphasis on try.
When I heard that she was releasing a song, I was like, oh, this is going to be so good because I've heard her sing.
Yes. No, I thought,
I was expecting Adele.
Yeah, I saw more of a ballad.
Yes.
Is what I was going to say. And we stand Dylan Mulvaney here.
We do.
We love her. Like, I like all her content. Mm-hmm. But she came out with that song.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, it's basically a song about girlhood, but the lyrics are like,
go shopping.
Monday retail therapy, Tuesday manicure.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically explaining like all the materialistic, like vain things about being a woman.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Like the memes about being a girl, like that's all the girls do. And I get, like, she did try to explain like how, like, what she meant by it and how, like, she didn't mean for it to be some like deep thing. Like, it was just to be like, girls just want to have fun.
Yes.
Whatever. But I think even when you look at it from that perspective, it's just not a great song.
And Dylan Mulvaney.
Did you see the video she said? She was like, when I put this out there, I was like, they're going to eat this one.
Oh, she made a video about it?
Yeah, she was like, I really like thought like this was it. Like I made that. I've been listening to it. She goes, maybe I just have bad taste in music.
Did she acknowledge that it sucks?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love that.
Well, she doesn't think it sucks. But here's the thing is when you love someone and you feel like you're friendly with them, like I can tell you when you do something that sucks. And that's not me like bullying you, but like you could make a better song.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Dylan, I know you're watching this.
Oh, yeah. Everyone watches
right.
In our heads.
Dylan Mulvaney, we love you. Your song sucks, but
we do love you.
And my last closing statement on that is I was supposed to intertwine it, but Camila Cabello also came out with the world's worst song, and I am a Camila Cabello stan.
You really are.
Her first album in 2017, one of my favorite albums, love it. This song, have you heard it?
I've heard the tiny clip you played for me.
Everyone, you can listen to it on your own time.
What's it called?
I don't know, because all she says is I love it, so I'm assuming it's called I Love It. It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Honestly, Dylan's
is better.
Her song is platinum compared to this one. It is just simply noise.
Yeah, Dylan has a feature with Taylor Swift. Above that song.
Yes. So that was my bullying segment.
I have things to say about the tour.
Oh, yeah.
And I have one like when I was on my 3.5 mile walk.
3.65.
Yeah, 3.5 mile walk this morning. I had a really like deep thought that I'm going to share.
Oh my God, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think it'll like get conversation going at home. And it's like my little deep thing. Because I always tell Andrew, like, I want you guys to leave, even if we talk about literally nothing of importance, I want you guys to leave like this much better, just 1%. Like having like a thought. I want to get your brains moving a little bit, and not meaning I'm asking you if birds breathe. Like I want you to like have an actual thought. I didn't see the comments. Did people respond to that?
Yes, I actually had a picture of another comment about that.
Okay.
But you bullied me into not reading it.
Oh, when?
In my head, you were bullying me. I got mad at you because you were getting annoyed that I was reading comments. So then I was like,
I wasn't mad about that.
But in my head, you were.
Oh.
That's a really big issue I have.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about.
Who did?
Me and you.
Oh. I'm on fight mode today.
About how much you overthink. But we all have our things. For me, I just shit my pants and cry.
You have to understand that the toes have to stop moving because it's very distracting for me.
I'm sorry. My toes just don't know how to stay still.
I want to put like a baton in between them.
I could do it. I could twirl them. Side me up for color guard with these things.
Since we're on the topic, let's get into your deep thought.
I was listening to a podcast and they made a comment, and they didn't even mean for it to like stick in my head this much, but they were talking about these protein bars and how this one girl stopped. She loved these protein bars, so everyone always got them for her as gifts. And then she stopped eating these protein bars. So everyone was so confused. This girl was like, well, like, is there anything else you like? Like, what can I... Like, she's just trying to figure out what her friend liked because... And then her statement was, so I can better serve you as a friend. And I sat there and I was just thinking, I was walking 3.5 miles. And... Wow. Really slow pace. Okay, so I always think that these thoughts are so profound until I start trying to explain them, and then I realize I'm fucking stupid. Anyways, but when I heard her say that, she's like, I just wanted to better serve you as a friend. I sat there and I was like, what do my friends like? Like, what do they actually like? Like, what are like little things like that? Like, this girl is just getting her friend protein bars because she knows that she likes them. And then I'm like, do we ever like truly sit and just ask our friends, like, how can I better serve you as a friend? Like, what is something small that I can do that would make me be a better friend to you? That would, like, make you feel more appreciated or more, like, valued in our friendship. So I thought we would sit here.
Oh, my God. I'm like, Sam wants to tell me something, but she doesn't know how to say it, so she's trying to bring it up in a quirky way on the podcast.
I even, like, wrote on here, so I said... I also put in quotes because I had this thought, too, because I was like, I'm somebody who... Something I have to work on is I get very defensive. So, like... I just assume that, like, if you were to tell me whatever your response is, okay? So let's say I'm going to have all of us, you're going to go to all your friends, and you're going to do this too. If you say something to me, and I'm giving you, like, a safe place to do that, like, I'm not going to get defensive about it.
Okay.
But you also have to make sure that when you're responding to this question, that you're doing it in a healthy way. You're not gonna be like, oh, well, since you fucking brought it up, bitch, and then start like going off on your friend, right?
Okay.
So I said, make sure you have a healthy response and you're open to hearing whatever it is they may say. Like, it's not an attack. Like, they're not trying to attack you. Like, you're opening up the conversation for them to say something, right?
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like we just assume everything has to be unspoken. Like, well, if he wanted to, he would.
Okay.
But it doesn't always have to be unspoken. Like, maybe we should just be more comfortable sharing that stuff with friendships. So, Andrew.
Can you go first?
I'm asking you.
Okay.
How can I better serve you as a friend? Oh, I know one.
Okay, yeah. I will not get defensive at all.
Playing iPhone games with me.
Oh my God, literally, that was like going to be one of mine for you.
Because you said something today in the car, and I was like, well, I would like to play iPhone games. But not like a mean, but like a...
What did I say?
That you and your brother's girlfriend have been playing games.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you meant iPhone games. But in my head, I'm like, oh... Like, I don't always want to talk to you, but, like, I could play cup pong with you.
Okay, so we usually play Fortnite. Uh-huh. Or, like, Avatar. Uh-huh. We play a lot of Avatar.
Oh, you meant, like, actual games?
Pandora is beautiful. Yeah, but...
I'm thinking, like, iPhone
But
shit.
I do have me and Stephanie and my mom, brother, and his girlfriend. We do the mini crossword from New York Times every single day, and we send our score.
You could take faster showers.
You give me something else. No, I could. That's very valid. But
come on a walk with me?
I would love that. This is all stuff I love.
Well, I didn't say it had to be like shitty things. I said it could be little things.
Oh.
Like, what's something small that like I could do that would make me a better friend to you?
It's so
he starts like listing off.
No. This is nothing you don't do, but I really like words of affirmation.
Okay.
Or like validation.
Okay.
I really like validation. What the fuck was that? No one else is home. Should I go check?
Human.
Should I go check?
That was like a human pounding on the door. No.
Wait, should I go check?
No. I think we should just like, I mean, if we're going to die, at least have it be on the podcast.
What if they take the SD cards?
They wouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, okay. So the other day we were driving in the car and I forget what we were talking about, but we were talking about editing or something.
Okay.
And you were like, well, you're like the best editor.
You are.
Like you said something like that. And that made me feel very nice.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like.
Is that what you think your love language is? Like what you like, how you like to receive is words of affirmation?
100% validation and words of affirmation.
Okay.
100%.
Oh, see, I would have assumed it's physical touch.
In a relationship, not from you.
I know, it was a joke.
Oh.
We've gotten so much better about hugging.
You have, yeah.
Well, I mean, like we do it even though you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like we've gotten more like appreciative of that.
Well, you know, so I come off very like we bully each other, but I especially come off that way. I used to text you like, I miss you.
Oh, yeah.
And you would be like, ew. So then that's just like how we adapted.
Yeah.
But everybody, I used to be like, I miss you. Like, I want to see you, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, ew. Funny. I took it funny. I do think that's funny.
Yeah.
But that's how it adapted. She likes it. She likes it rough. Was that a cute, wholesome segment? What else?
I like it rough.
Give me something that's going to hurt my feelings.
But I don't, what do you mean?
I don't know.
You're a good friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can we move on? No, but see, that's something little. Like, I really genuinely think you guys should just go talk to your friends about something like that. Like, just ask them something small. Yeah, make sure they're okay. Just say like, hey, like nothing has to be wrong. I feel like sometimes we wait for there to be an issue to have conversations instead of just being open and vocal the whole time.
Or until it's too late.
Just do check-ins. Yeah. Mood killer.
Well, no, it's true. I mean, okay, whatever. Anywho, let's bully someone. I am devastated about something.
I'm
Sam
scared.
and I were supposed to get dinner with Maureen, aka the CEO of Tarte, and Jaclyn Hill tonight.
I know. She messaged me, Lauren did, and she's like, hi, like, do you want to get dinner? Like, Maureen wants to get dinner. And I'm like, we're totally going on the next Tarte trip.
like we would get our own solo invites.
I know.
No, that was my chance to get my big, meaty foot in the door. And
we need to get solo invites.
Yes.
100%.
Imagine you, me, my mom, your mom.
Right? Where do you think they're going to go next?
Oh, you know where I think? Tulum.
Okay.
Everyone's going to Tulum.
Yeah. I'm going to Mexico.
Why do we keep doing that?
I feel special. Yeah, I'm going to Mexico in June, but I don't know where, and I don't know anything about it. But I do know that every time I say it in all-inclusive, the food's disgusting. So,
okay. Well, duh. I mean, it's sawdust.
Is that known?
If it's all-inclusive, they don't care what they're giving you.
Like the Windjammer on the Royal Caribbean cruises, that shit's
Iconic.
Good. Right.
Iconic.
So that's what I expect from all-inclusive food. I just need at least, like, I'm not asking for a lot, but I'm asking for at least, like, Golden Corral quality here.
I love Golden Corral.
No, you don't.
I love No, it definitely tastes like someone pisses in the French fries, but like genuinely piss. But I love Golden Corral.
My dad worked at a Mexican restaurant and someone peed in the refried beans and didn't tell their boss until the next day when they quit. And they served them to the innocent people.
That's working at Chili's and everything. When people would be complete assholes.
Do they actually spit in people's food?
I never saw it, but like would just never. That doesn't satisfy me. I would get into screaming fights with them, and I was picked up a few times and carried away because I was skinny.
So skinny. I can't imagine being skinnier than I am right now because so many times I'll have an itch like on the back of inside of my leg, or like, I just need to get the undies out of the butt crack, and I'll like go back to reach there. And not only do I miss my butt crack, I can grab my whole other butt cheek in my hand. So like miss the close butt cheek, I can grab the other one. I used to struggle to wipe my butt. And now I can crisscross pretzel both butt cheeks in my other hands. I can reach every crevice of my body. I have to itch my back. I can do it myself.
That's really exciting.
So, but I'm still big. So what is it like to be small? Like I started at 304 pounds. I'm 247 pounds.
My New York accent is rubbing off on you.
Small?
Small.
Why? I was saying it like SMOL.
Okay, millennial.
Small.
That's very millennial. It's very chuggy of you.
Small. The way I'm sitting. Can you guys see it on the main camera? My feet are pointed in towards each other like this, but my legs are crossed. While I was upstairs getting ready, I said, you know what? I'm going to put Canceled on.
Okay.
I'm going to start listening to the newest episode of Canceled. On there, they mentioned Bora Bora, right? How they aren't there, couldn't picture themselves there, whatever. But they did say that Maureen asked them who they should invite. And so they gave her these, like, to take their place, essentially. Gave them this list of influencers. We must have been the backup plans as influencers for that, because the reason she DM'd me so late was probably because Brie said no, and like they like had these spots all of a sudden. But also, Tana didn't give them my name.
When they were talking about that part, I was driving. I was on the edge of my seat. Like, are they going to talk about Sam?
Yeah,
I
don't think they're aware I took their spot.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that they've put that together. But I 100% took Tana and Brooke's spot on the Bora Bora trip. Mm-hmm. I'm a stealer.
Which I cannot believe we didn't get to tell them that yesterday.
I know.
But
every person I met, I told.
Maureen will know tomorrow what to do. She'll know what to do.
Yeah, she'll know that a trip cannot happen without both of us coming as individuals and getting our own +1.
They're literally going to get a restraining order against me.
I mean, same.
At every playlist party since 2016, like if I'm in the room and Tana walks in, I'm just like,
oh, yeah. The picture is so bad of me meeting Tana for the first time. I can't. Canceled podcast.
The Canceled podcast tour.
The tickets were real. We did get into the venue. I was a little spooks if we were going to be able to get in, but they were green. It said valid, whatever. We're in line, actually, outside of the theater. And a girl comes up to us. Lovely. You were so sweet. But she lets us know that the bar attached to this theater pours very heavy drinks, and that they just got one, and that just sparked mine and Andrew's little brains, and we thought, it can't hurt. We have 30 minutes to kill.
Heavy is not the word.
Yeah. So we get into the venue. Andrew literally finesses. I think he must have batted his eyelashes and blew him a kiss to the bouncer or whatever you call them, and because the security line was so long, I didn't want to have to wait in that again.
And they told us if we leave, we had to get back on the security line to come back in.
Yeah, but then Andrew turned around, batted his eyes, and he said, "Oh, you can go right out this gate, and if you just let me know you're back, I'll let you back in." And we said, "Okay, sounds good."
Yep.
We go to this bar. Well, first we walk.
No. First of all,
I scream.
Sam wanted to act like she's having a good time. She's pumping her fist in the air and she's going, "We're going to get drinks. We're going to the bar." We walk into the door next door. It was a Thai restaurant. A literal Thai restaurant.
They all just turned and look at us. I said, "Turn around."
So embarrassing.
I said, "This ain't it." And we get up there and she goes, "Hey, like, what do you want?" I said, "Tequila Red Bull, please." Because I heard from a little birdie that tequila's an upper. So I said, "Okay, whatever. I need some energy. We'll just have one little sippy sip." So as we're waiting for her to give us these drinks, Andrew's like, "Oh, well, should we get two? Like, are you just going to get one?" And I'm like, "I think one's okay."
Yeah, because I wasn't sure. Also, you mentioned that it was tequila Red Bull.
It ended up being cash only. So Andrew walked away to go get cash out of the ATM. And she drops the drink off. I was rude. I didn't wait for Andrew. I took a sip and my life flashed before my eyes. The Red Bull wasn't in the room with us.
No.
The Red Bull was nowhere to be found. She said, "We don't have Red Bull here." It was a cup this big, for audio listeners, look at your palm of your hand.
Like a red
your
Solo
hand.
cup. It was like a red Solo cup, but clear.
But full of tequila, like to the brim, like a giant shot of tequila. And I took a sip. I look at Andrew. I was like, "We don't need two."
I think I've said this before on the podcast that I can't do the taste of alcohol, and that's why I always do shots. In this case, we didn't have shots. So
we didn't have a chaser either.
I took the drink
Oh, I didn't know.
like a shot. I just chugged it through the straw without taking
a solo cup size of tequila.
without taking a single break. I just chugged it right away. Oh my God.
By the time we walked out the door 3 minutes later, we're telling me, "Oh, I'm fucked."
Yeah, well, no, I had to find a garbage because I was going to throw up.
Oh, yeah.
Right after I drank it. It was so disgusting. You end up chugging yours.
But it did nothing to me.
Okay, well, it didn't do anything to her, yet she was screaming at the bartender because she was like,
What?
"Do you guys have pickles?"
No, that was because I was going to vomit because it tasted bad. He was drunk within seconds. And I was like, "Okay, that's not fair."
Yeah, I don't know why that happens.
Well, me either.
But we literally, by the time we got to the door, we were walking out of the bar. By the time we got to the door, I was like, "Sam, I'm getting up on that stage."
I think I've spoken about how I feel about drunk Andrew. He scares me sometimes.
Yeah.
And he was very present. I was getting Barbie flashbacks.
Well, I could see your PTSD because you don't know, like, if it's going to get more. But I was that's like the fun.
Yeah.
There's like
it was. You were good.
There's like, okay, so I drink and I get drunk so fast. And then I stay like that for way longer than a normal person. I could drink so much, but then I get to a point that is the really bad point.
Yeah.
I was fucked the entire way up.
But we had these drinks and we went back into this theater. And I don't know what we were expecting upon our arrival back into the theater, but I think we met half of the theater.
Oh?
I think half of you guys showed up, like the whole bottom half, because the whole top half, God knows who was up there.
I forgot there was a top half.
Yeah, but like y'all showed up, and so many of you guys mentioned the podcast.
Oh my God, I was looking all around for the security because like I want them to be like, "Oh, like, come with us." Oh. People were just lining up to meet you. Lining up. The crowds coming from every angle. Some people were coming over to me like, "Oh, I want to meet you," which was so sweet, made me feel so special. And then as you're standing there, like, people over there in the front were like, "Andrew," because they saw like you weren't paying attention. Uh-huh. And I'm like waving. I felt like the queen. I was like, "Hi." Then people over there were like, "Andrew," and I literally felt like the queen. I was waving all around, right? But no, it was nice because back in my Soul Siblings days, I used to like, whenever I went out of the house to like a crowded place, like a mall or like an event, I would get recognized a lot. But ever since quarantine, that hasn't happened a lot at all. Yeah. So it was really nice.
Yeah. Everyone was so sweet.
And as I said, like, validation is my thing. Yeah. So it felt really nice. Everyone was so nice, so excited to meet you.
I blacked out because I wasn't expecting that. I posted on my story and I got like a couple people saying like, "Hi, like I'm going, whatever." But that was crazy. That was giving like Taylor Swift concert, because when I went to the Taylor Swift shows, when I met thousands of people, that had to be pretty close. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't. There's probably like 50, maybe not even.
I love it. Like, I don't know. I know you love it too, but I love it. Like, I don't know if I was taking pictures of you. Taking
really?
pictures with people. Literally, I was like a stage mom.
It's just such a good reminder for why you do what you do. Like, because like I said, all of you guys were actually so sweet. Like, people are just like telling you like how much it means to you, and you're just making a silly video. You don't get it. Or even like people saying how much this stupid podcast, like us just fucking around and like talking to each other, like how much of an impact it's made. Because for us, it's still such a baby. Like, it's still such a work in progress that like we don't realize like people really aren't analyzing it that hard. Like, they're just happy to hang out with us and like just be here.
We definitely forget. And I think my biggest thing with podcasts is when I listen to them, like, it's such long form.
Oh yeah,
that I get such an attachment to them, and like it really becomes part of your week.
Yeah,
and like
people are starting to say that. Like, it's really like a part of their routines and stuff.
I know, it's really crazy. It is, and like just hearing people saying they love the podcast. Was so nice.
I know. You guys really listen, and I can tell. Even when I was at Disney last weekend, everyone that came up and said hi to me, like they started with, I love your podcast, because we had told people to do that we know that they're real ones. We're like, okay, well, tell us you love the podcast. Because then we know that like you're in here and you're like in the trenches. Now I can't decide if I want to be messy or not.
About who?
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
Oh, yeah, you could be messy.
So when I meet somebody, this just makes sense in my head. Now you could tell me I'm wrong. Okay. But so we had went and sat in our seats, and we'd met a couple people on the way to our seats. We were in the middle, like chunk in the middle of that row.
Yeah.
And
you're the center of the universe. We get it, Sam.
Okay, shut the fuck up. And people started to come like into the aisle to say hi. And so I had like stood up to give them hugs, to talk to them, take pictures. And I made my way out into the aisle that way people that actually were sitting in there could get in there too. And so there was quite a few people like waiting in the aisle to say hi. I'm hugging, taking pictures, whatever, like giving people the time of day, right? Eventually we sit down, like the line's gone, whatever. And I noticed like, oh, like there seems to be another influencer here too, because there's now a new line forming for this person.
Yeah. Is that what?
That's all she did.
Like she didn't stand up.
She would not stand up to give somebody a hug or to talk to them. Everyone was having to kneel like on their knees to take pictures. I don't know who this person is. I saw the back of their head.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they're not nice, not a good person, but to me, it's like you have nothing without these people that watch you and support you, and you can't stand up and give a hug. Now, I'm saying this like literally not knowing, like, and take backseats everything I say, like if they literally can't stand up.
Oh, you ruined my joke.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say, and she was in a wheelchair, but
so no, like obviously I have no context other than I see this person like come give me a hug if you want to say hi, like, and like not being able to stand. I don't know. It didn't rub me the right way.
Yeah, as long as they actually can stand.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. So like with the context of like they're just sitting there not willing to stand up and give people like a hug. Like if you're an influencer, like you don't have what you have without the people watching your videos and supporting you.
You give everything. Oh my God, we were at the coffee place the other day, and when you got recognized, there was like a line, and the person recognized you, and you're like, "Can I give you a hug?" Like you walked around.
I'm such a hugger though. I love hugs, but she was giving hugs, so she wasn't like telling people, whoever it was, she wasn't like not willing to give people the time of day, and she was like, it seemed as though like she was smiling and the people were happy, whatever. So like I said, literally send me to hell if she couldn't stand up.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another reason why like, whenever I go to LA and meet influencers, I get the ick a lot because people just seem so entitled. It's like, it's not that hard to just stand for 2 seconds, showing people that they're worth your time and attention.
I was mostly just mad because I couldn't see who it was.
I know, I couldn't either. I tried to like figure it out because I'm nosy Nelly, but I couldn't figure it out. I know. I don't know. It's just like you guys do mean a lot. You probably worked for it, yes, but also like you need the people that support you and watch you, and like your sponsors won't come back. Like if they aren't supporting your sponsorships, like it's not that hard to stand up and give somebody a hug.
Unless you can't.
Unless you can't. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, even if she can't stand, right? I still stand by what I'm saying. Fuck, that was bad.
Sam.
Like I still think my statement's true of, if you meet somebody and they're an influencer and they won't give you the time of day, like they can't even get up to give you a hug, fuck them.
Yeah.
Just like you told everyone that.
Okay, so while Sam was over there, meeting like everyone having a good old jolly time. I was taking pictures. I was like stage mom. I love it. I thought it was so cool. While she's over there doing that, I was talking to people and I was drunk. You left me alone. And I was telling everyone about who the bitch was.
Do you guys remember the bitch?
I think it was like the first or one of the first episodes.
When did we talk about that?
It was one of the first. It was when the podcast was still famous. We talked about a big influencer who was a bitch
big
to you.
Influencer. Like, everybody loves them.
And I was drunk and I was just like, yeah, no, like she's a bitch. Like
he's telling people that she's a bitch and was a bitch to me. Oh, they were a bitch. I think we gave up. It's a she.
Yeah.
Okay. But that she's a bitch and that her friends even said that she's a bitch. That's just how she is. But he's just out here. Like, meanwhile, anytime it like somehow dribbles out of my mouth, these phrases, he's like, Sam, you gotta start, you're famous now. You gotta start being more careful. Like, word's gonna get out. But then his ass is going around screaming it from the rooftops. I'm like, well, if I don't get to say it, you don't get to say it. It's my experience. I lived it.
Listen. I know.
I'm gonna tell you who it is.
We're so sassy this episode.
Could they read my lips?
But it's like we're sassy on a team this episode.
But like if one of us is getting canceled, I'm pushing you down the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing is, we were talking about this in the car too. In this specific situation, try to come for me.
Yeah.
Like, I did nothing wrong. I can't help it that you're a bitch and you're going to get caught being a bitch. Anyways.
I mean, it's true. She really was. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that again after the whole conversation we just had about it. But then you came back to your seat, and I forget exactly what happened, but you said, you were like, oh, I was going to make a joke, but like I won't. It was mean.
Yeah,
was like,
something was said. I forget what.
But I was like, no, say it. And you were like, oh, I was going to say, like, when you're drunk, you're a pick-me. She said that to me.
He is.
No, I am.
He is.
Oh, I am so...
Drunk Andrew. No, the happy drunk Andrew is such a pick-me, but it's funny. You're a funny pick-me at that point.
Because it's so, like, I think I'm being so discreet about it, but I'm just not. I mean, yesterday, I definitely probably was a little, because when I get drunk, I am. But, like, when I get drunk, it's like... pick me city.
But that's different than yesterday. Yesterday you were fun.
No, but when I get drunk, I tell everyone I am like the world's most famous YouTuber. Like I'll be like,
he tells bouncers in Key West or like karaoke runners in Key West that I'm the top 10 American Idol finalist.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he gives money away when he's drunk that he doesn't have.
Yes. Yeah.
The Key West bartender.
Yeah. Sam and I were in Key West together like 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was over 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
We were in Key West and there was a bartender that we were talking to and
she was sweet.
She did not like me, but I got wasted, of course. That time was Sam's fault because she made me take all the shots for the video.
I was the sober sister.
Right. I was wasted and Sam tipped the bartender like a lot of money.
Well, it was a discussion we sat and had. Me and you sat there because she gave us her life story and like how she got there, whatever. And you just like were giving me those eyes, the like, we should help eyes, which happen a lot when Andrew gets drunk.
Yeah.
He just wants to start like serving the community.
Yes. And Sam wound up tipping her a lot of money and then me.
Well, we picked the total together.
Yeah, but then in my drunk state, I was like, I'm going to match it.
Yes. So we landed on $250. Mm-hmm. That's what we were like, okay, like let's just give her $250. Like, I don't know, make someone's day, whatever. Andrew then said, well, I'll double it. And then would her another $250.
Yeah, I do that a lot. One time when I was in Aruba, we went on this thing called the Cuckoo Canuku bus.
Why would you get on something called the Cuckoo Canuku bus?
Oh, I paid to get on the Cuckoo.
You paid for it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got on. It was a school bus that was painted like all crazy colors.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they like knocked out all the windows and everyone gets a sippy cup and they take you to every bar around Aruba.
Oh, I see why it's called the Cuckoo Canuku bus.
Yeah, and at every bar you get off and they fill up your cup before you go in and hand you a shot. And then you get back on the bus and you go to the next bar. And in Aruba, there's no stoplights. There's only circles. So the bus goes around the circles like 10 times. I flew off my seat, went down the stairs, upside down, legs over my head. We got off at one of the bars and I gathered my whole entire bus. And I was like, I am buying everyone a shot. I bought the whole entire bus.
How much was that?
Well, I realized I forgot my card at home. So I had to make Zach pay. So literally, they poured literally like 25 shots for the whole entire bus. I imagine they were at least like $7 each. Are you yawning?
Yeah, you're boring me. Sorry.
Oh my God. So they poured like 25 shots. I hand them all out. Like, pick me, fucking baller. I forgot my card. I had to go waddle up to Zach and ask him for his card and make him pay.
Did you pay him back?
What?
Did you pay him back?
God, no.
That's smart.
Also, I'm a compulsive liar when I'm drunk.
I don't know that about you.
Compulsive liar when I'm drunk.
Because you said that yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, do not believe a single thing I say when I'm drunk.
Okay. Oh, you told the girl who you told the person was a bitch to. After that, you said, but just don't believe anything I say when I'm drunk. I'm a compulsive liar.
Yeah, because then I got nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't like lie to you when I'm drunk though. Like I lie mostly to like people I meet.
Yeah.
Or like if I go to a party, like if I go to a party from Zach's high school or something and there's old people he went to high school with, I lie through my teeth.
I leave you for 5 seconds and you start telling our secrets. That's all.
You shouldn't leave me. What?
I was gonna say something mean.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't.
You do it in such a way where you act like you never say something mean, but every 5 minutes you're like, I was gonna say something mean. It's so quirky. You do it all the time. Just say it.
You said, just don't leave me then. And I said in my head, maybe you should just get more famous then, so you have a line of people.
See, that's all she cares about. That's all she cares about. She's only using me. For all my followers,
your fame?
For all my followers.
Yeah.
And
I wish we were a powerhouse. We're on our way.
that was brutal. We are a powerhouse.
Oh. No, I mean, like, I just know one day we're going to literally take over the world, and that's going to be so fun. If you'd post more.
I know. That's exactly what I was just thinking.
I would feel more sympathy if you post more on YouTube.
Yeah.
Although this man has been on top of his reels and TikToks.
Mm-hmm. I have.
Better than me.
It took me a little longer to adapt to the short form, but who knows? Maybe short form is getting banned now. We don't even know.
This is true.
Oh my God. Someone we met yesterday. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I wrote something down with zero context.
What does this say?
Girlhood spoon pick.
Someone came up to you and brought up your socks.
They did.
Me and Sam howled.
I heckled. Honestly, and after listening to the show that they have a lot of like gates. Like Clog Gate. What was the other one?
Yeah.
Jorts Gate. Mm-hmm. Or whatever.
That's Sockgate for sure.
Well, and then like, oh, we have one. Like Sockgate.
Gendergate.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, that was also okay. So we're talking to different people yesterday, like different viewers. Like I was talking to someone, you were talking to someone. I tune into your little conversation, and Sam is going like, "Yeah, like I'm all for women," and then he's like, "All for men."
I said that we got in a fight about it.
I almost tackled you.
Yeah, it was funny.
I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not."
He has PTSD from that episode of the podcast.
Oh my God, because I was not saying that. Whatever.
I mean, Gendergate sounds so bad.
Everyone knows how much I don't care. Like, be mad. I care about that because I don't think that. I am team girl. I'm for the girlies and gays.
You've said that now since people didn't agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
So
yeah,
now
because I
you've
care so much.
changed your opinion.
I don't give a fuck when people don't agree with me.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't seem like it.
Well, because I don't think that. Anyway, Socks McGee.
I mean, I'm just going to start wearing dark ones, I guess. But it's no fun. Like, see, yours aren't clean either, but you just like to hide.
Why is that, Sam?
What?
Because I've been walking around your fucking house.
I mean, I have an OCD boyfriend, and he cleaned this place spotless before he left.
I know. It's the new house dust.
Or, I'm going to be honest, this room has never been vacuumed.
Because all the equipment.
Yeah. So, like, I can see the dust bunnies. Like, I'm staring at them. So, maybe it's this room. People rewear their socks.
Yeah, I do too sometimes.
Okay. So, we don't even have to make it a gate. We can just say, we wear socks.
What do we have to make a gate?
Well, maybe we can make something that's like our own, you know? Like, what's a different word other than gate? Offense?
Well, everyone uses gate for everything. Like lash gate.
Like a sock fence?
No, we could just stop.
Stop what?
Curling your toes like that. I hate it.
Okay, we can have sock gate.
Sock gate.
And that might be really the only one we really have. Oh, crack gate.
I mean, the gender gate was a real gate.
Okay, that just sounds so bad.
Yeah, I know.
But crack gate.
Crack gate.
Yes. Any one of you that meets us from here on out, okay? You come up to us in public. You guys already know to say you watch the podcast. Before those words come out of your mouth, you better scream at us, it's one crack or it's two cracks.
Yeah, however you feel.
Yeah, and I'm not giving you any more context. Either you know, or you go back and watch all of the old podcast episodes so you figure it out.
Yeah, that was definitely a gate. That's a good gate.
That's a gate. Crack gate, sock gate.
Someone came up to me and said, "And are you her little sidekick?"
No, they didn't.
I swear on my life.
But you are my little sidekick.
At
least they called you little.
Listen, I don't mind that. However, I did not spend 12 years posting on social media
to be a sidekick. No, when you run this thing.
To run what?
This podcast. You're definitely not a sidekick.
Oh, I feel like you run it.
You run, Andrew. This podcast would not be up and running without you. I would have been left. I would be in my craft room crocheting a new sweater.
Very much same though. We have such different strengths. That's what I was saying before. That
we're just such a dream duo.
It works so well.
Oh, we're so perfect together. So there was a moment in the show. There's so much I would talk about of the show, but out of respect, because they're not even talking about it on their podcast.
Their whole thing is like, you got to see the show because it's stuff they won't talk about on the internet.
But this is not like, I'm not going to give any context to the situation other than this is what got us talking about girls, okay? It was mentioned that if somebody were to message Tana and ask like, hey, I think my boyfriend's cheating on me. I'm using your pictures. Can you send me a picture of you holding a spoon?
Yeah.
And Tana immediately was like, the way that I would respond back to you in 30 seconds with a picture of me holding a spoon.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone...
girl.
Yeah. And everyone started turning around to each other and was like, yes, because girls get it. Like, girls will support girls.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about when I talked about the men thing came up.
Yeah.
But that was just such a funny, and they got us like everyone talking, whatever. But I'm like, in that moment, I was like, girls are so cute. Like, as little humans, like, girls are just like, we don't care. I'll send you a picture of me doing anything. I will say, we got into that show not knowing what to expect. We were once I realized Andrew was drunk, I was slightly concerned that I would actually have to keep him from going up on the stage. But thank God we were in the middle of the row. We also kind of went in with a little bit of a mindset. So even though like Andrew's a huge fan of Canceled, I do love them. I don't listen to the podcast as much, but I'm going to try to get into it. We went because Andrew wanted to, obviously. But then we also were just like really curious about like what the hell happens at podcast tours. And I think we learned a lot for when we go on tour for our millions of fans. It's good to start scouting and getting ideas, like seeing what it is. And I don't know how we would put that together or how we would be on a stage, but I think we could do it. We would have to do a test show. So like some of you guys would have to be willing to be dummies. I mean, I'm talking like a year and a half from now. Okay.
That's a good comment. Comment where you're watching from.
Yeah, true. Because we were talking about that in the car. We're like, well, where would we even like do a test show at? Like LA, New York, Florida. Because there were so many people there last night. But I feel like there's got to be somewhere where there's more.
Yeah.
Or like, where would you be willing to go to for a show?
It made me realize like there are actual people out there watching.
Also, like, what kind of venue would we try to book?
A kiosk at the mall.
I was going to say, like, can we, like, rent the Chuck E. Cheese?
No, we can't even fill
They have a
Chuck
stage
E.
there. We could fill a Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know.
They don't have that high of capacity, like 50 people.
What a dream. I think I would thrive on stage.
And I would hate it, but we would do it together.
I feel like you'd pass out a lot, but I think I would thrive.
I would be fine when we were in the midst of it. Like the first few shows, that's why I'm saying we have to do some test shows where it's like, hi, you don't have to pay as much money, but I need you to sit through the whole show and you can't throw tomatoes, you can't boo.
You have to fake laugh.
Yeah, like, I mean, we'll have a free show as a test show for some of you guys. Once again, this is years down the road.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe not. Maybe we'll blow up next week. But
maybe in a year.
We haven't started our Patreon yet.
Yeah.
We've got a lot in the work.
We don't even have fucking wallpaper up yet. Anyway, that got me thinking, if we ever went on tour, we would have to be on a bus together. What do you think our biggest fight would be about on the bus? There's two things I have in mind.
The weight limit?
Well, that would be we'd be in that together.
I know what I'm saying. So would we even be on the same bus?
Oh my God, the bumper would be scratched.
I know.
From hitting all the-
Sorry, I just said that because you guys get pissed when we make weight jokes. Anyways, what would we fight about?
Sam,
well, the sleeping schedules would be an issue for sure. I'm a morning riser. I would be like asking the bus driver to stop, let me go for a walk.
Yeah.
Andrew wouldn't be up yet, and it'd be so fucking annoying. Also, you take way too fucking long in the bathroom. So unless I have a separate bathroom to get ready in, we're going to have a problem.
Okay. Mine would for sure be the mess.
Oh, yeah.
You are a disaster. We would
Well,
definitely...
I've gotten a little better. I honestly think that being in that small of a space, I would very much care about how it's organized and put together. Because when my, like, even hotel room gets too messy nowadays, I freak out.
And I think the sleep schedule would also be better because...
Oh, you think it'd get better? Well, probably. You'd be forced to.
Oh, yeah. And I would be so excited to, like, wake up and, like...
Well, Tana says she doesn't get up until 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
Yeah, I know. But that would be, like, my dream.
To get up at 3 p.m.?
No. To, like, be on a tour. Like, oh my God, I would be, like, living my best life, getting up in the morning. I wouldn't be depressed.
Waking up
I'd
in
have
the
a reason
morning.
to get up.
Think about so many things.
Yeah. I'd have a reason to get up.
I can see that, honestly.
It would be so much fun, and we'd be in a new city every day. Like,
I feel like you'd be up so late because of the excitement and like dicking around that you would sleep late.
I don't know, because like filming exhausts me. So we're going on tour. I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting it. Yeah.
Also, like we go to one fucking podcast show tour
Well,
and we're like, our turn.
Yeah.
After we've had, what is this, episode 18?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It really put it into perspective that like they sat and basically did an episode on stage.
Yeah.
And it was very enjoyable.
It was very enjoyable.
And like we can't see why this is enjoyable, but people like it.
People do seem to like it. Although we're very chaotic today. I don't know how people are going to feel about it. But we taught you something.
Yeah, guys, this was the first episode maybe ever where we did not have
any type of outline. Did you hate it? Did you like it better? I didn't talk about Disney at all, so I could talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you, I had to drag my 6-foot boyfriend, 190 pounds, something like that, dead weight. He doesn't remember going on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I had to hold the garbage can open as he was puking in the line on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. No, it was the most insane
cliffhanger
day because he finished Around the World.
Okay.
And then puked it up 3 seconds later. And then continuously vomited for the next 4 hours of his life.
Sounds like a dream.
So, yeah, I have lots of stories from being at Disney over the last weekend, but I think I can save it for the next episode.
Don't forget them.
I won't.
Leave a comment, follow us on our social medias, leave a review, do all those things. It's really, really been, the engagement has really been
It really
helping.
has helped, yeah.
It's helped a lot.
And so many of you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel. Like, what are you doing? I know if you follow us, I'm going to be mean to you about it, okay? If you follow us, you have a YouTube channel because you didn't know us from anywhere but YouTube other than like TikTok. But if you have a TikTok, you have a YouTube account. You have a Google account. You have a YouTube account, okay? Make it happen. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, okay?
Yeah. You have to.
You have to.
If you listen on Spotify, still just go subscribe. Even if you don't watch it on YouTube, just go subscribe. Show the support, okay?
Maybe click on it before you go to sleep. Play through the playlist. You can turn it all the way down if you don't want to hear us. But we can serenade you while you slumber. I can make a heart with my toes.
Ew, stop. Stop.
We love you.
We love you so, so much.
We can't wait. Oh, we didn't
see you on
harmonize
tour.
today.
Oh, what?
We didn't harmonize today.
Okay.
Let's say good. What are we going to say? Goodbye.
We can't wait to see you on tour.
We can't wait to see you on tour.
That was pretty. The toe has to stop.